There are 10 types of mouse traps on the shelf at Home Depot right now. I went through all of them, read the university research, pulled the Amazon reviews, checked FTC enforcement records, and compared actual catch rate data from pest management programs at UC Davis, Penn State, and Purdue. 6 of these traps are garbage. 2 are cruel. 1 is a literal scam that the federal government has fined companies for selling, and 1 costs less than $1 and outperforms every single alternative on the market. What nobody at the hardware store is going to tell you is that the trap matters less than you think. The bait you put on it matters more, and the most expensive option in the aisle is almost always the worst one. So if you have mice in your house right now, this is the only video you need to watch before you drive to the store, and I am going to save you at least $50 in products that do not work. Let's start with the worst offenders, the Ultrasonic Pest Repeller. That little plastic box you plug into your wall outlet that claims to emit high-frequency sound waves, mice cannot tolerate. These devices are everywhere on Amazon. $20, $30, some of them $50. Thousands of 5-star reviews. They do absolutely nothing. The Federal Trade Commission has been going after these companies since 1985. Between 1985 and 1997, the FTC brought enforcement actions against 6 different manufacturers for false and unsubstantiated claims. In May 2001, they sent warning letters to more than 60 companies at once. In 2003, they charged the makers of the Riddex brand specifically. And in 2016, they fined a company called Viatech Consumer Products $300,000. The guy running that company, Lou Lentine, had already been caught once in 2003 for the exact same thing. But the best part of this story comes from a class action lawsuit against Bell & Howell. Plaintiffs submitted photographs to the court showing mice literally sleeping on top of plugged-in, powered-on repellers. The judge wrote that the mice appeared to be drawn in by its siren song. Bell & Howell had sold over 2.4 million of these devices for more than $50 million in revenue. They settled for nearly $4 million in refunds. If you own one of these, unplug it. It is doing nothing. Now, glue traps. These are the sticky boards you lay flat on the floor. England made them illegal in July 2024 with penalties up to 51 weeks in prison. Wales, Scotland, Ireland, New Zealand, Germany, and the Netherlands have all banned them. In the US, West Hollywood and Ojai, California have banned them. Washington, D.C. has banned them. Target, CVS, Walgreens, Dollar General, and Rite Aid have all pulled them from shelves. Beyond the obvious cruelty problem, they barely work. UC Davis IPM notes that adult mice can often detect the adhesive and avoid it entirely. A study published in the National Institutes of Health found non-glue traps were more than twice as effective at capturing wild mice. The CDC explicitly warns the public not to use them because trapped animals spread hantavirus through urine and feces while stuck to the board. Pay attention to that detail because it means glue traps are not just ineffective. They are a health hazard sitting on your kitchen floor. Electronic traps. The Victor M325 OS runs about $28 to $30 for a single unit at Home Depot. It promises a humane, instant kill using a high-voltage shock. Victor claims a 100% kill rate. That claim is based on in-house testing at Woodstream's own lab. 11 traps, 30 mice, fresh alkaline batteries. Not exactly a rigorous independent study. The real-world Amazon reviews tell a different story. Battery failure is the #1 complaint. The trap shows a green indicator light suggesting everything is working while the batteries are too weak to deliver a lethal shock. Mice get a mild jolt and escape. One Home Depot reviewer wrote that it managed to kill 1 mouse, then failed completely for an entire week. Multiple users report buying 3, 4, 5 electronic traps, catching nothing, then deploying classic snap traps in the exact same locations and catching mice immediately. For the price of 1 electronic trap, you could buy 24 wooden snap traps. That is not a marginal difference. That is a 27 to 100 times markup for a product with documented reliability problems. Bucket traps are a YouTube favorite, and I get the appeal. The spinning dowel, the ramp, the peanut butter bait, the 5-gallon bucket. Looks clever. In practice, the flip platforms are either too stiff to trigger or too loose to hold the mouse long enough. Mice learn to avoid balance point mechanisms fast. And without water in the bucket, Mice can jump 12 inches vertically, which means they jump right out of a standard bucket. A Walmart reviewer summed it up perfectly. The bucket trap caught 0 mice in a week. Old-fashioned snap traps caught 12 mice overnight in all 12 traps. Live-catch traps sound humane until you learn the biology. A CDC-funded study at Colorado State University tracked relocated deer mice and found they returned from 3/4 of a mile in under 24 hours. One mouse was captured and relocated 10 separate times. UC Davis confirms. House mice navigate back from half a mile, and even if you drive them 2 miles away, released mice face territorial aggression from other mice, predation, and exposure. They usually die anyway, just slower and somewhere you cannot see it. Poison bait stations are the nuclear option, and they create collateral damage that lasts for months. A poisoned mouse takes 3 to 5 days to die from internal bleeding. During that time, it moves slowly and becomes easy prey for hawks, owls, and your neighbor's cat. California found second-generation anticoagulant rodenticides in over 90% of tested mountain lions and 88% of bobcats. The ASPCA received roughly 31,500 rodenticide-related pet poisoning calls in 2024 alone. More than 10,000 children are exposed to these products every year. California banned all consumer anticoagulant rodenticides as of January 2025. The rest of the country is watching. If you're finding this useful, subscribe. I break down pest control products like this every week so you stop wasting money on stuff that does not work. So what actually works? The Victor Snap Trap with the expanded trigger. Model M325. If you're buying the professional bulk pack, Model M035 if you want a 2-pack at Walmart for $1.48. That is 74 cents per trap. The landmark study is Corrigan and Weber, 1991, cited in the Molly's Handbook, which is the industry reference that every licensed exterminator uses. Expanded trigger snap traps achieved a 53% capture rate with 0% bait theft. Standard small pedal traps only hit 37%, and mice stole the bait 16% of the time without triggering anything. UC Davis, IPM, Penn State Extension, University of Nebraska, NC State, Missouri Extension, and Purdue Extension all recommend snap traps as the first-line method for residential mouse control. Every single one. Not electronic traps, not poison, not glue boards. Snap traps. The expanded trigger plate is the key. It is a wide, cheese-shaped yellow plastic pedal that gives the mouse more surface area to step on. Victor actually injects scent into the plastic during manufacturing, so the trigger itself smells like food. The M325 Professional even has 2 sensitivity settings marked S and F on the armbar, letting you calibrate for cautious versus bold mice. Now the part that matters more than the trap itself: bait. Every university extension service recommends peanut butter. Not one of them lists cheese as a first choice. Cheese is a cartoon myth. Peanut butter works because its sticky texture forces the mouse to tug and lick at the trigger plate instead of cleanly lifting a chunk of food off it. That interaction is what trips the mechanism. Use a pea-sized dab. Too much and the mouse eats around the edges without triggering anything. UC Davis also mentions something most people have never heard. Pregnant female mice will go after cotton balls and dental floss because they are driven to collect nesting material. If you're catching males but the population keeps growing, try a small piece of cotton pressed into peanut butter on the trigger. Placement is the last variable. Mice travel along walls using their whiskers to navigate in the dark. Set traps perpendicular to the baseboard with the trigger end touching the wall. University of Nebraska says 24 traps spaced no more than 10 feet apart will handle a new infestation in a 1,500 square foot house. That sounds like a lot until you do the math. 24 traps at 74 cents each is under $18. One electronic trap costs more than that and might not catch a single mouse. One more tip from Nebraska Extension that professionals use: pre-bait your traps without setting them for the first night. Let the mice eat the peanut butter and learn the traps are safe. Next night, set every trap. First night catch rates go through the roof because you have eliminated trap-shy behavior. A $2 snap trap, a jar of peanut butter you already own, and 20 minutes of placement along your baseboards. That is the entire solution. Everything else on that shelf at Home Depot is either more expensive, less effective, or both. YouTube thinks you will like one of these two videos, so click whichever one grabs you. And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. I will keep telling you which products actually work and which ones are a waste of your money.